So the 90-day challenge is a challenge presented by ASEE, which kind of wanted us to implement diversity and equity incentives, but not only to just make them consistent within the 90 days, but create a pattern and a format so that you can continue your diversity and equity platform throughout the rest of your university for future years.
We basically had 90 days to come up with an initiative for our design team, something that would further EDI on our design team and bring that further into the engineering space.
For my project at my school and organization for the National Society of Black Engineers chapter, what we found was that our membership rates were severely low since we were at a considerably small institution where there was only a small number of Black students at the school, especially in engineering. So we looked at the data, then we set forth a plan in order to find ways to increase recruitment and then also retention as well.
So for us, we specifically focused on our member retention and membership. We did an overhaul and an overview of our team structure, and what we ended up doing was summarizing all of this with visualizations, and then after that, we looked at sort of what our recruitment process looked like currently. And then our goal was to add EDI, so that ended up meaning that we would do blind recruitment and try and make sure that moving forward, we're not introducing any bias so that we can maximize the amount of diversity on our team.
So our project was to focus on an underrepresented community in Utah, and we were able to look for places in Salt Lake City, all around Utah, and we found a community that is called the Dene Nation, also popularly known as Navajo Nation in Utah. And so we were able to create 4 workshops that were culturally integrated in STEM with their community. And so just an example is we had an environmental engineering workshop, and we talked about the 400+ uranium mines that are abandoned in their community and how that's contaminating their water resources. And so really just educating them on this topic in their own community, and then how if they pursue engineering education, they can change the future and innovate that so that they can see themselves in engineering, also helping their own community.
I think it's been a really great opportunity to be here. I love the fact that I'm in this space, being able to really expand and kind of just see new ideas from other people.
I know I can go back to my chapter and be able to show different chapters, because a lot of NSBE chapters are struggling with the same thing, and I'll be able to share how I use the engineering design process to implement this process in order to increase recruitment.
I think there's a huge impact with ASEE. I think they're looking to understand different cultures and lifestyles all around the nation that come into America, and really understanding that each of those have different backgrounds, and that means that we need different engineering education initiatives to really seek out each of these backgrounds, or we're not equitable in our engineering education. So really just learning from all these different communities and backgrounds and lifestyles of where they come from, I think is one of the biggest impacts at ASEE, and I think they're willing to learn, and that's why we're here, is to learn from each other and understand what's going on in those communities.